What is going on, my ninjas? I never thought I would say this, but getting up at 2:30 a.m. to go to work has its perks because I was so excited when I checked my email when I got up this morning, and oh my god, this chapter right here. Before I start, let me say that I find it kind of interesting that the main character of this series seems to be Sarada instead of Boruto. Like, I expected like everything to be about him, but it's a very welcome pace, especially since Boruto gets his own movie. So I'm not sure if it'll stay like this, but I'm really digging this Sarada thing. Although I'm pretty sure we'll switch over to Boruto at some point. Right now it's all about Sarada and her self-identity crisis. You know, the Uchiha thing to do. So we did not get any confirmation whether Sakura or Karin is the mother of this chapter, although I really wanted to be Sakura. The main focus of this chapter, you all know, is that Uchiha kid that confronted Sasuke. And let me say that seeing like a post 700 chapter Sasuke go in even for a second was epic, and the fact that Naruto is about to join up with him, just imagine how badass of a tag team they could be now. Hokage Naruto with post time skip Sasuke. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see what happens. And this Uchiha kid, let us talk about him. Is he a legit Uchiha? Is he an Orochimaru experiment? And just the fact that Orochimaru was mentioned this chapter makes me believe that that's more of the case, but I would like to believe that there is an Uchiha or a descendant still around somewhere, because I just kind of find it hard to swallow that every single Uchiha on the earth happened to be there when Itachi did his thing that night. Like, every single Uchiha was there for the massacre. Like, couldn't some have been out on missions like in another village or something? I don't know, but I just kind of find it hard to believe that he killed every single one. And I love how Naruto said that Sasuke's iPhone doesn't get good reception out there in the wilderness, and that shit was just so hilarious to me. Like, a cell phone in Naruto, really? But if you look back at 700, you will see that the Hidden Leaf Village has come a long way. I mean, it has skyscrapers. I think there were like cars and shit. I mean, it was crazy. I can kind of understand where Sarada's doubt come from, but I mean, Chocho, she should really not be doubting who her parents are. She looks like the perfect fusion of her parents, but kid form. And my boy Mitsuki, he wanted some of that Chocho, man. He wanted to get all up in that. He has some jungle fever too. And speaking of Mitsuki, I'm not exactly sure what it is about him. I mean, maybe new clans could have come to the village. I mean, since it's booming with business now with all the skyscrapers and whatnot. But we don't know who his parents are. He just seems like a character they just threw in this, and he seems very suspicious to me. I'm not sure if it's because of his hair color or his eye color. Like, he resembles an Akatsuki, and he's really pale, so that could either tie him to an Akatsuki, or maybe even Orochimaru, because he does have the same complexion as him almost. I don't know, it's just something suspicious about this guy. But the highlights of this chapter has to be the kid with the Sharingan and the guy in the Akatsuki cloak with the hood on. I'm like, oh my god, like, the Akatsuki were such a mystery back in part 1, and it's just so nostalgic. Kishimoto still has it, man. Like, he's creating this sense of mystery already in just the second chapter, and the fact that the hooded character said something like Sasuke brings shame to the Uchiha name or something like that makes me believe that they could be legit Uchiha. But of course everyone's already thinking that the hooded character is Orochimaru, which I wouldn't be surprised either way, but he sounded kind of prideful about the Uchiha name. Or maybe the underling that he's using, the kid with the Sharingan, is a legit Uchiha, and it may be Orochimaru trying to manipulate him. Or Orochimaru may just be using one of the many Sharingan in Obito's collection, and he popped it into some poor kid and brainwashed him to make him think he is a legit Uchiha. I don't know. There are so many possibilities, and I cannot wait to see what the real thing is. But I have some very interesting predictions about who this guy's going to be. I'll get into that in a separate video, either tomorrow or the next day. I mean, like I said, it's kind of obvious that it's more than likely going to be Orochimaru since he was mentioned in this chapter. But you guys know how I do. I like to think of creative things and make up some strange ass theories, so stay tuned for that. But I am just so hyped, man. We're about to get Hokage Naruto and Sasuke going in on whoever this threat is. Another reason why I think it may be a legit Uchiha or a descendant is that Itachi was mentioned this chapter. I mean, why would Orochimaru mention Itachi, and why would this kid know who Itachi even is? I mean, because when you think about it, this has to have taken years after Itachi's death. So I don't know, man, but I'm just so hyped. Kishimoto has still got it, like I said, the mystery. is very reminiscent to part 1. I mean, I'm not comparing it to part 1, but just the fact that we have a hooded Akatsuki cloaked person like this Uchiha dude, it just really took me back. And as soon as I saw that kid's eyes, I was like, oh my god. Like, my heart dropped, because I never thought that I would have seen another character besides Sasuke or Sarada with the Sharingan, you know, especially in just the second chapter of this new series. But bro, I cannot wait to see what's about to happen next. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think that kid is a legit Uchiha? Do you think he's an experiment? Do you think that the character in the Akatsuki cloak is Orochimaru? Is he a legit Uchiha? What's going on, man? And also, do you think Sasuke has the iPhone 6 or iPhone 6 Plus? But anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.